0816 609 2144. Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Make you catch us if you fit.
Showing you wrong from right. I'll let you guide me. Just stay beside me. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am lucky. I am lucky. You are my favorite song. I am lucky. 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 Seasons change, but you're the same. Your love is constant. You've never lost it. Your voice is calling out my name. It makes me miss you, even when I'm with you. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am lucky. I am lucky. You are my favorite song. I am lucky. I am lucky. I am lucky. I am lucky.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Women of Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I am Mrs. James, aka GrandMa Jighjigh. Women of Speed brings a story to inspire you. So today in the studio I have a guest that is going to tell us her story, and I'm sure it will inspire you. She is Mrs. Rose Usu. Mrs.
Usu.
She is Mrs. Rose Usu. She is a woman of speed, and her story is very, very inspiring. She, at the age of 12, got married because her mom, who got married quite late in her life, gave birth to them from the age of 40. But because the woman was constantly ill, she decided that her daughter Rose should get married early in order to feed her, since they were not very, they were poor. Let me put it that way, they were poor. So at age 12, Rose got married, and she had her first child a year after. Even though she wanted to go to school, because of the mother's illness, she couldn't. And it was while she was with the mother in the hospital that she began to admire the nurses. Now she's going to tell us the story from here. So, Women of Speed, this is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, Makudi. So, could you tell us, relate to us how it was? Your mom gave birth to you and you desired to be a nurse, but you couldn't. Tell us the reason.
The reason is My mother, I want to be a nurse, and my mother is very, very sick for quite a long time. And my father is a poor person, a farm. And everybody know that before people are farming, they are nothing. So I don't feel go school. As I come marry, get child for the first daughter, I can't thank God. Say this one go bear me. He go for nursing. So finishing her secondary school, sickness come. I can't work out with her like 4 years. He can't die. I no fit do the ambition of the nurse again.
So since you couldn't live your dream as a nurse, you now desire that your daughter, what was her name?
Felicia Akpado.
Felicia Akpado Usu. You decided that she should live your dream, isn't it?
Yes.
To become a nurse. But unfortunately, she died at the age of
24 years.
24. So what happened after that?
After that, I don't have anything to do till the brother come marry and the woman get birth to a daughter. And I still take God, say I thank you. My mission is going to finish for this one. It was 5 years now.
So since you couldn't relive your dream in your eldest daughter, Felicia, you now decided that your granddaughter, what's her name?
Bankwase Usu.
Mamkwase Usu.
Yes.
Should live the dream that you had dreamt at age 12. You couldn't do it because there was nobody to pay. There was no money to pay your school fees.
Yes.
And your mother died early. And your daughter couldn't do it because she too died early.
Yes.
So now you want to relive your desire, your dream on your granddaughter.
Yes.
Mamkwase Usu. Thank you very much. So now that you've desired that Mamkwase Usu should be the nurse. What steps have you taken so far?
I call the mother and they come. I open account. Say even if I die, make them start from there to pay her school fees.
In order for her to become a nurse?
Yes. For I do this thing for 8 years. After 8 years, if I still there alive, I will still add. But now 8 years, I dey pay money.
Women of speed, that's an inspiring story, isn't it?
Yes.
Now she couldn't live her dream, and she wanted her eldest daughter, Miss Felicia, to live the dream for her. Felicia couldn't live as a result of early death. Now she still has not given up. She's determined. That's the key word, determination. She's still determined that one of her children, is like it's in her blood. She must be a nurse. And so one of her children must be a nurse. And since the eldest daughter could not live that dream, her granddaughter from her son has to be a nurse. And she's already making the preparation. She's already laying foundation. Don't forget determination. And she's so determined that the granddaughter should be, one of her children should be a nurse. And so she says she opened an account. And she has been operating this account for so many years. And she did not keep it to herself. She let the mother of her granddaughter know, and as well as her son, that this is her desire, this is her dream, and she has already started laying the foundation. So, Madam Felicia, during this period, what have you been doing from the time Felicia died to this time? What have you been doing to support yourself and support your children?
And they do business. Before I'm cooking food.
Okay.
I start to cook food 1983.
Wow.
But now I can't tire.
Okay.
I know they feel cook food again.
So you have retired?
Yes. I said pepper soup, dried meat pepper soup.
Okay. Fine.
Bush meat.
So let me ask you again. Sorry to cut you short. Let me ask you again. When you got married at 12, did you tell your husband your intentions, your desire?
I tell him.
What did you tell him?
I told him that I want to go school so that I go be a nurse.
And what did he say?
As he agree. But as he married me rich house, the mother refused me to go school. Not say the time when I did small, I just did like India, I fine. So the mother tell him, say, if he pay me school fees now, I finish. He no go get me. person go collect me for your hand. So you should not pay the.
So envy,
fees.
and a husband jealousy, and not wanting the wife to be taken by another man quashed your dreams.
Yes.
Your desire to go to school and be a nurse. He killed that dream. It's very, very common. Men refusing their wives to go to school for that same reason. If I allow you to go to school, somebody else will take you from me. And so her dreams were killed. But she didn't let that desire to die. And so she decided her eldest daughter, Felicia Bado, should be a nurse. Unfortunately, Felicia died at 24. Now she continued to nurse that desire. Hence, her granddaughter, Pamkwase, should be that nurse. And she's making preparations for her to be a nurse. So, like she said, you do business. Now you are retired.
I don't retire. I still did opposite German floor, direct Kasinala Street.
Okay.
I'm selling bush meat there and beer.
Okay.
Yes.
And raising money in order for your granddaughter to go to school.
Yes.
Women of Speed, that's an inspiring story. Madam Rose Usu is telling us her story, how it all started. At age 12, she got married in order for her mother to see her husband and feed from him before she died. Unfortunately, the mother died. But her dreams she kept her desires. Unfortunately, the husband killed the desire because of jealousy, because of he was possessive. My wife, if she goes to school, somebody would collect her from me because she's very beautiful. And so the mother-in-law and the husband also killed that dream, that desire for her to be a nurse. Despite the fact that she married early, she was able to have children, beautiful children. Madam Miss Felicia Bado, born in 1982, also died after a long time of illness. But her dreams did not die there. She continued. Now she's at the point of making her granddaughter live that dream. Women of Speed, you can also call us on 808 080
080.
You can call us on 808 427 5464 and be part of this program. Women of Speed on Speed FM 98.5 Makudi. So, Madam Felicia, now you said you opened a company in the name of your eldest daughter in order her name not to disappear, kill her, your desire. And so you've opened a company in the name of Felicia Bado. And what is the name of the company?
Hello?
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 Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fine. You are on.
I hope it's not only women that will contribute in this topic.
No.
Can everybody contribute? Can every person contribute?
Yes,
Because you are talking women. Women of Speed should contribute.
Men can also contribute.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
But what do you have to say concerning?
Yes, my name is Emeka Anyog.
Okay,
from
Emeka
Anyog from North Bank.
Okay.
Really, the story is very, very sympathetic, and it's a woman of determination, as you have said. And I wish to tell people that you must determine to do something. No matter the condition, you will get it right. But it is when you did not determine, you did not work for it, you may not get it. She would have given up of her becoming a nurse when the husband and the mother could not allow her to go on. And then she got a first child, whom she called Felicia, and somewhere along the line, she wanted Felicia to become a nurse. Somewhere along the line, Felicia died. And at the end of it all, she said, my son, my granddaughter will be a nurse. And she has started contributing money for that. I think this is a woman to be emulated. No matter whatever she is doing today, we should emulate that woman. Women should emulate this person.
Thank
And
you.
some women should go for that instead of complaining. Even when she was stopped by the mother-in-law and the husband, she's still determined. And up to today, she's determined strong.
Thank
So
you.
I am calling on women, they should take a cue onto this woman who have done that. Even what she's doing now is the business of selling bush meat and beer. And she still continue by saying, my granddaughter, I will continue contributing. Anywhere I stop, my son take over. I think this is a good advice to women to do. Don't depend on husband always, but depend on you what you can do for people, not what people can do for you. Secondly, again, I think, like what you have said, I have to use this to advise husbands. Don't look at negative aspects of it. Maybe when your mother tells you that your wife should not go to school, they will snatch her away. It is only women who want to be snatched that can be snatched. But those who have minds that I love my husband and I'm doing something for my husband and I want to build a family, those women cannot leave their families. They cannot leave. It is only those ones who want to be snatched, who want people to snatch them away, that can go to that level. So husbands and mother-in-laws, I am of the opinion that you should give your wife the opportunity to do the best that they can do for the family. Had it been that that woman went to school, I think she will do better. Today she would have retired and first business, and she will be taking her pensions somewhere along the line, and that would have helped the family.
Thank you very much.
What she's doing now can help the family. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We
Encouragement to women, and also men should also understand how to do the best for themselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Emeka, for your contribution. So, Women of Speed, we are still here on 0808 427 5464. That is 0808.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Women of Speed on Speed FM 98.5 Makudi.
Thank you.
What's your name,
My name
please?
is Steven.
Okay.
My name is Honorable Steven Tete.
Okay.
I am better known as Mba Yongo the First. I'm calling from North Bank.
Okay.
Yeah, that woman have, to me, she's not just a woman of speed, but she's also a woman of substance.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, she has a very good level of thinking. You know, she thinks outside the box. And even when she said that the husband couldn't allow her to go to school, because if she goes to the school at somewhere, she will be snatched by somebody. I think that society has gone beyond that level of imagination now. Though it was quite unfortunate that her husband couldn't allow her to go, but as it is now, she can still work out something for her family. So
She's doing that.
I want to encourage her to keep it up, and then this should also be as an encouragement to other women too, and men also. Because this time around, we always look for women that are highly educated, women with high profile education to get married to. I think we are living in a society now where some of those things have been buried away long time. So she has a very inspiring story, and her story is a lesson to all. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tete. So this is Women of Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. I am Mrs. James, aka GrandMa Jighjigh, and you can still call in on 0808 427 5462. So, Madam Rose, her story is quite inspiring. Her mom died, leaving her. She lost. she had to have an early marriage at 12. She had 3 children. The eldest, Felicia, died. She wanted to transfer her ambition to Felicia, but Felicia died. Her ambition was not lost, even though she couldn't do it. Her eldest daughter couldn't do it. She transferred her ambition to her granddaughter, Bamkwase Usu. And she's still working hard and saving money to put her through school, in order to realize that dream of being a nurse. So, the name of the company, as we were saying, the name of the company?
Fido.
Fido.
Fido Global Investment Company.
Good. In memory of Felicia. Fido
Global Investment.
Global Investment.
Limited.
Good. So, even though she could not go to school, she has an ambition. She has the desire to be a nurse, and she has worked towards it. She couldn't realize that dream. She tried it on her eldest daughter. It didn't work. That one died. Now, she has moved that ambition to her granddaughter. And to an extent that she has opened a company in the name of the first daughter, Felicia Kwado. And she's investing in it. They do all kinds of things for her to realize the money to train her granddaughter through school and to realize that ambition of becoming a nurse. You are still talking on speed, on Women of Speed, on Speed FM 98.5 Makudi. And our lines are still open, 0808 427 5464. So, Madam Felicia, as it is, your husband is still alive?
My husband is alive.
Okay. What does he do?
He don't do anything because my husband is an engineer that time. But now, he dey alive, but he know they see. The 2 eye brand.
So the whole family is relying on you for their daily bread.
Yes.
So what a pathetic story. The husband who refused her going to school at age 12 is now blind. And everything, the whole family is now relying on So, but let me ask you this question. What do you like about nursing?
No, as I dey small, wetin I like for the nursing, their dressing and the way they move.
The smart movement in the hospital.
Yes, and that is all.
That's very good. So nurses, the way you appear in the hospital, what you do is also attractive. So not only your dressing, but let your character also be attractive. So what do you think your granddaughter why do you think your granddaughter will like nursing?
So, as it is small, well, you know how to talk. No, say he's getting to 5 years. I can't call and say, "Pankwasi." He say, "Mommy," I say, "What I been want do na nurse o. So you ma go do nurse ba." He say, "What be nurse?" Tell her say those people where then they wear white clothes, they cover their cap, they waka. He say he ain't go do am.
You know, in your own case, you were in the hospital and you actually watched them, the way they were treating your mom, talking to you and all that. But she hasn't seen any of them.
You see, we have a nurse for house. We get a nurse for house. And I tell her, say, see the way that woman they dress and they cover in cap, they waka. You see, we have a nurse for house.
That is it. So, Women of Speed, we are still...
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This is 0808 427 5464.
I'm calling in regards to what they're sharing on the radio right now.
Okay, please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Kundushima Biamaya. I'm calling from England.
Okay, Kundushima is from England.
So I'm so that happened to Mommy Rose. So sorry.
Yes.
But the question is your grandchild willing to take up that which you did not accomplish?
That's the question. I just asked
and
her that question.
Again, has she ever thought of? Is it because of the way they dress? Is it because her explanation concerning what inspired what her inspiration towards nursing is not that clear. Like, if you have the desire for something, first of all, how do you relate with people? I mean, how did you treat people? Like, when people are sick, how did you feel? Did you feel like, did you put them in you and stuff like that? So my concern is just about the child, because she wanted to be a nurse and she couldn't, and then she wanted her child to be a nurse, and that didn't happen. And then now moving to her grandchild, I mean, she needs to sit back and ask herself, is she making the right move? Because, I mean, if you choose that path for your child, then that means the child is trying to do what you want, not what the child wants. But there's so many instances, which I don't want to mention, that people will say, okay, I want my child to be this. And in the end, if the child wants to please you, the child will go in there and do that which you want. But in the end, they go back to do what they want. So, I mean, Mommy,
Yes.
Mommy Rose, please, if you could look into what I'm asking, then, I mean, I'm still listening. So I'll still be online to listen to your explanation.
Thank you
if
very
there
much.
is any question you would like to ask me, please do so before I go off, please.
Yes, Kundushima, thank you very much. We heard your questions, and we're going to ask her now. Madam Rose, so Ms. Kundushima calling from London. She's listening to us.
Yes.
Now, she says, you wanted to be a nurse. That's for yourself. But your granddaughter, you shouldn't make the mistake of making your granddaughter do what you want, not what she wants. Have you ever thought that your granddaughter may eventually not want to be a nurse? Because she has to know what being a nurse entails. So Ms. Kundushima wants to know.
It's a good question. Not say, if you have a dream and you want the dream to pass, you go to try. As I want to do myself, I couldn't. My daughter, I couldn't. I can't put for this one. If I still there alive, I go know how I go convince her to be a nurse. Everything, if they do something, you they pray for God. Say, God, see my dream, make it pass. You understand? So, Akundushima, I dey pray for God, make what I need, make it there my family. So, by special grace of God, God go help me.
And the problem is, she might grow up to be a nurse as you want, but sometime in her life, she may decide to change to what she wants.
So,
Can that happen? Do you think it can happen?
Yes, that is God's wish.
So, Women of Speed, we are still on. You can call us on 0804 0808 275464. That is 0808 275464. So, you wanted to be... Hello? We have a caller. Yeah, please move away from your radio. Move away from your radio. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Can you hear me better?
Yes, I can hear you better.
Okay. I think...
What's your name and where you are calling from?
Okay, sorry. My name is Isaac Jighjigh. Just like Mr. Emeka Anyogo.
You're calling from where?
From North Bank.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, just like Mr. Emeka Anyogo has spoken well concerning this woman, to encourage her and also to learn. I think that's the most important thing. As for my candid opinion, the question of whether the daughter or the granddaughter might like nursing or not, it's not to me, it's not the most important thing at this point. Because I have seen even an international icon like Hussein Taylor, who was one of the greatest missionaries to China main inland in those days. the parents prayed that if God bless them with this so kind of a child, he will be a missionary. That is before the conception, because before he was conceived. And really, God answered it in that way. The boy grew up, and the boy took interest naturally before the parents told him that this is what you pray that you will be. So I think you just encourage the madam in the house and pray with her. We pray that her wish will come to pass.
Amen.
That's my take.
Amen.
She's already saying amen to your prayer. Thank you very much, Mr. Isaac from North Bank. So, Kundu Shima raised a question. Are you sure your granddaughter will want to do what you had dreamed of doing that you couldn't do and your daughter couldn't do? Do you think at the time she gets to that age, she will agree to do that?
May God do my wish.
So I hope, Akundu Shima, you are listening and you heard her prayer. She wishes God to help her to achieve that in her family. But you also have to do some work there, you know.
Yes.
You have to help her to know the duties of a nurse, because she said she said the child may decide to do what she wants. That sometimes when you impose your wish on a child, she might react negatively. So what do you think you will do in order for her to live your dream of being a nurse?
I say may God do my wish, because what I want to make my family be, now him I dey play for God, make it be so, not be by my power.
Thank you very much. So, listeners, this is Women of Speed, and we are on 08084 275464. So call in and make your contribution, either your advice or you in fact you can sponsor us. We need sponsors. Please sponsor this program so that we have more women of speed to speak and inspire somebody. So we are on 0808 427 5464. Women of Speed. So, Madam Rose, when your daughter died, I know it was very, very painful. And since you could not even have a child before she died, you continued with the ones to train the ones that were already there. And to an extent, your son has had a granddaughter now, Bamkwase, and you want Bamkwase to take your steps, to follow your steps of being a nurse. So what does your son think of that? And indeed the mother of your granddaughter?
No. As I call all of them, sit them and explain the whole thing to them, they agree. So it's not a bad thing. So we sit down and discuss before I start moving about it.
So they're in agreement,
Yes.
that they allow their daughter, your granddaughter, to live your dream, your desire to be a nurse.
It's not a bad
thing at all. Thank you very much. So, listeners, you can still call us. We're still here on 8080 427 5464.
I'll let you guide me, just stay beside me. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. This is Women of Speed on Speed FM 98.5 FM Makwidi.
This is Damien. I'm calling from North Bank.
Damien.
Yes.
Mr. Damien from North Bank.
Yes. I want to advise that my mother. It is not everything that you put in the hand of God. Sometimes you put your child to do something that she's not willing to do, and at the end now you begin to blame God. Let her choose what she can do for her life so that will help her, instead of you forcing her to do what your heart desire make you. it is not possible.
Thank you. So she
Yeah,
has heard
thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Mr.
thank you.
Damian. So he says you should not put everything in God's hand, that God may, so that you don't blame God at the end of the day when your granddaughter decides or refuses to follow your desire, your dream. What do you think?
I don't have anybody to see or talk to. It's only
Except-
God that
Except
will
God.
accept my dreams.
Thank you.
And there is nobody above God.
Definitely.
Without God, we shall be well.
Hello, there's a caller. Please tune down your
Hello.
radio. Mm-hmm.
Yes, our son is.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes. Where? Who?
Yes.
What's your
It's
name and where you are
Isaac.
calling?
It's Isaac. I called just before. It's
Yes,
Isaac.
okay.
Calling from North Bank.
Okay.
Yes. I think it's not out of place to put everything in the hands of God.
Mm.
God is supreme. God have the final say. Even Jesus on the cross, he said, "Let your will be done." And I think I listened to the woman very well. I've been following the program. I'm keenly interested in what is going on in the video.
Thank you very much.
She said that let God grant her wish.
Mm.
So it's safer for her to put it in the hands of God.
Yes.
The woman should be encouraged. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Isaac. So we while we are telling our story on Women of Speed, on Speed FM 98.5 Makwidi, is to encourage women and those who desire to live their dreams, what they have done in order to get to where they are, and what advice they can give to women who are in the same situation. And today we have Madam Rose on the program, and she has told us her own story, how it all began. At age 12, she was already married. Before you know it, her eldest child, whom she thought could live her dream for her, in fact, at that 12, she dreamt of being a nurse, but the death of the mother quashed her dreams. She thought she could relive her dream in her husband's house, but because of the jealousy, the possessiveness of the husband, he also quashed her dreams. Now, the daughter she had, who could have lived the dream, also died at an early age of 24. Now her dreams are that her granddaughter, Bankwasi, should live the dream. Women of Speed, we are still on 98.5 Speed FM. You can call us on 0808 427 5464. We are also streaming live on Facebook and online at askingradio.com. In case you
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon. This is
Good
Speed FM.
Good afternoon. My
Yes.
name is James. I am calling from North Bank.
Okay, Mr. James.
I actually love your program. It's a very
Thank
wonderful
you.
program. But I think there is a little thing you just need to, can I say, you advise your guest. Your guest, he had a wonderful story, but her attitude towards, she's not receptive to ideas and advices. It's not like that.
Mm.
You don't force God to do what you want. I was once a child, I knew what I wanted to. I wanted to be a medical doctor, but things turned out differently. I lost both parents, but number one thing, I was determined to go to school. From primary school, primary 4, by His grace, I have a degree.
Mm.
Irrespective of what it happened. I have a family out of no parents. So the degree I had was even far from the medicals. But along the way, my wife was a nurse.
Mm.
You understand? So the beauty, I think she was, if assuming she was telling us that the mother could not, because of the hospital thing, you feel like it's good to have a medical personnel in the house as a member of the family to reduce some of those, expenses of the medicals. Then we'll know. But just because of a mere dressing, it's not substantive. Owing to the caller from UK. So she was just trying to let her have a substantive thing that the child will hold hands on. But if it is just this reason, the dressing alone, she will grow up, in fact, she will not even like the dressing. But if there is a genuine thing, she will hold hands on. Then she can even embrace the profession. So she's now trying to direct God on how to walk in her life. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I'm not saying it, so who knows? Her dream to transfer her dreams to that of the first daughter. She lost it. So, well, we don't think. So she should be receptive to advices. I think it's good. So the program should not be just because you had a story, pathetic one at that, and we all have our own stories. We all listen to people. We are here where we are because of we I'm here to advices. It should not be all hell bent on issues of emotions and how it all happened.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. James. And one thing you've got to know is that the determination she has is what is keeping her moving. And that determination, she wants to transfer it to her listeners. That is it. She's not actually forcing God to do anything for her. She's relying on him for whatever comes in the future. So from what people are saying, does anything change your stand on guiding your granddaughter? From what we've just, like the last caller now, talking about forcing your granddaughter to live your dream that she may not want. Like he said, Mr. James said he wanted to be a medical doctor, but because he lost his parents, he couldn't do that. Okay? So you shouldn't force your granddaughter to be. So does that mean, does listening to what he has just said now make you change your stand on guiding your granddaughter to be a nurse? Madam Rose,
Ma?
what you've heard from the callers, does it make you change your mind?
No.
You're determined she should follow your dream.
He's going to follow me and he's going to pass. What
God willing.
What I start on the 12 years, I am 57 years now. The thing still there in my mind. So I'm not going to change.
So the determination,
I tell you, say it's God wish.
God wish.
Yes.
You're not forcing God, but you're relying on him.
Thank you very much.
You're relying on him to help you realize your dream.
Yes.
Please turn down the volume of your radio.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. This is Women of Speed on 98.5 FM Makudi.
Thank you. I'm Chief Barnabas calling from Tewa Subado.
Okay, Chief Barnabas.
Yes.
Yes, please. Are you a man of speed?
Ma?
Are you a man of speed?
Or a
man of speed. We are talking about women of speed. So you want to contribute?
Yes.
Yes, I want to advise.
Okay. Please go ahead.
I want to advise that woman there. I want her to allow that young lady to choose a career by herself, a career which she'll be able to work it perfectly after everything. If she decides to choose a career for her, maybe she might not end up working it perfectly. So let her allow the young lady, her granddaughter, to choose a career by herself.
Thank you very much.
That's my advice.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Mr. Damien, and so the program is grinding to an end. You can reach us on 0808 427 5464. We're also streaming live on Facebook and online at askingradio.com. So,
hello.
Hello. This is Women on Speed on Speed FM 98.5.
Yes, this is Ankon. Yes, I'm from the Justin Road.
Mr.
Ankon.
Our time is already up, so I'm giving you just a few seconds to make your contribution.
Yes, please, personally, what the mother raised in the studio there, personally, I want to advise her that she is on her right. Because anything you want to do in the life, you have expectations. So maybe her expectation, because of circumstances beyond her will, that she cannot be able to. You can also plan it on your children. So it's not bad. And what I like her, she said she leaves everything in the hands of God.
Exactly.
So anything that you want to do, you have to at least ask God first. So if God can grant her, well, that is good. But if cannot, he's not forcing God. So I like the way she continue.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes.
So, Women of Speed, we have eventually come to the end of our program for today. But you can reach us on 0902 745464. And we're also streaming live on askingradio.com. So please send your messages. We'd love to read them and get to us when we come next week your way. I am Mrs. James, aka Mama Jighjigh, saying good night and goodbye. Thanks for listening.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.